Good morning, everyone. Today I am taking your class 9th, both the sections, that is AB and CD. Okay, and please join your class in time, otherwise I will not allow you. You should come on time. If you are not on time in your class, you will be not allowed. Meantime, today, first day, I am allowing you. Take care of that. So mostly are attending my class good. Around 56 is here and 36. So more student A and B. I am still waiting. Okay. So today we start chapter number 1. Computer science chapter number 1. Chapter 1, and that's the basics of computers. Basics of computers. Basics of computers. Okay. I know board is not very clear, so you don't worry for that. I have written here computer science. This slide number 344. Yeah. Lights. Okay. Am I clear just now or before that I was clear? Please see. Am I clear to you? Visible? Audible? Yes, good. Okay. So here I have written only computer science chapter 1, basics of computer science. So starting chapter number 1, like 6, 7, 8 we are having the revision classes, but for 9th class I am straight away starting with chapter number 1. Okay, in your 8th class you have learned languages like HTML, you also learned QBasic and MS Access, etc. But here in 9th class, this is your book, we have to go as per CBSE syllabus. And in 9th and 10th, we are following this book and the syllabus of CBSE. If you can have a look of this book. So here I have opened the syllabus. If you are having your book, first page, syllabus part you open, and your code number is 165. 165 is code number. This is a board syllabus. If you are appearing for 10th class and school allows you to take computer science for 10th, that means you have to give a board examination. So we are starting from 9th, 10th we will see later. Okay. So chapter number 1 is your basics of computers. Now when we start with computer, because see board is not considering what you have learned in 6th class, 7th class, 8th class or 5th primary classes. Board starts from the basic concepts and then we'll go ahead slowly, chapter number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. So basics of computer, first comes here introduction part. In your book also you can see the introduction part and see some theoretical parts which I'll go very fast and the main definition I'll give you here. Computer is perhaps the most powerful and versatile tool ever created by human beings. In today's world, the use of computers has increased so rapidly that we can no longer ignore. Okay, now if you want to write definition for computer science, I am giving you definition. Please take out your copy and write definition. What is computer? So I'll give you a very short and good definition. Write it. A computer is, I'm just holding on, waiting. Few of you are still taking out your copy and pen. So please write. A computer is an electronic device. Computer is an electronic device which processes the data under control instructions which process the data under control instructions and gives you a desired result and gives you a desired result. I repeat, computer is an electronic device which processes data under control instructions and gives you desired result, you can say output also, and gives you desired result slash output. Now, page number 4, if you open, you see overview of communication technology. Okay, now it's written on that the computer is used in all the field and computer is in need of today's, and right from as we get up in the morning, from morning to night, we are somehow using the computing devices. Okay, such as we are using. Right, morning we are getting up, we are using the electronic clocks, some are using the mobiles, that's also a type of computer only, okay. Computer is nothing but an electronic device which processes the data, the control instruction and gives you a result, which performs some result automatically. But actually, the definition of automatically is not 100% correct. I am telling you this is because computer works on the control instructions. Whatever the instruction you will give, it will follow that. If you will give the correct instruction, obviously it will give you the correct result. But as your instructions are wrong, that means result will not come. I'll give you a very simple example. By writing a program, I have written a plus b to add two numbers. But suppose by mistake I have written a minus b. So it's not the fault of computer, rather the fault of the programmer, the instruction given to the computer, and it will give you result rather subtraction of two numbers, not the addition of two numbers. This is a simple example I have given. So it works on the control instruction. Though it is an automatic, it performs very lot of results automatically, and it is a delicate machine that I will go further ahead. But still, it's all depend on the computer. Computer depends on the human instructions. Whatever we write, it performs that. कुछ भी automatic नहीं होता है. सब कुछ बताया जाता है. Then only it performs some results automatically. But that is under control instruction. Okay. So what I was talking here, unquestionably you have in communicating technology, obvious communication technology, also called technology, telecommunication technology consists of electromagnetic systems. Okay. Over long distances, for example, telephone, mobile, radio, broadcast, television. Now, telecommunication, as we are growing, as we are developing, we are basically using many information technology devices. All time, how to send messages. मैं बहुत पीछे नहीं जाता हूँ कि that's you can say Stone Age and then the Horse Age and all that. I don't want to go there. So even you take 20, 30 years back. What was the mode of communication? Either through letters or maximum telephone. Okay, and then telephone also, when it was fully connected, only then you can communicate. But in today's world, we have a variety of communication devices or communication medium, such as we are having, as given as television, we are having telephones, we are having voice, we are having internet facilities. We can use variety of communicating devices, and we can easily communicating from one part to another. And because of this communication devices or communication technologies, we call this word as shrinking word. What is the meaning of shrinking word? Yes, you have raised hand. I am unmuting you. Do you want to ask anything? Okay. You are unmuted. I am unmuting you. Unmute yourself and ask question.
Sir, your sound is lagging.
Pardon?
Sir, your sound is lagging.
Beta, this is the problem of your network. Here we are having 500 Mbps network. So others, you are not able to hear my voice. It's cracking or it's giving some problem? Any of you, please? It's coming properly? They are showing thumbs up. Okay, good. So, beta, check your network. From our side, we are having very high speed network. This side, beta,
Okay, sir.
sound is coming properly. I'm audible to you. Good. So, beta, just check your device. From this side, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. So what I was talking, this is what is known as shrinking word. Why it is known as shrinking word? Because अब सब चीजें बहुत आसान हो गई है. टेक्नोलॉजी इतना ज़्यादा बढ़ चुकी है कि राइट फ्रॉम सिटिंग हियर आई कैन टॉक टू एनीवन फ्रॉम any part of the world through audio, through video also. Same live chatting we have. You know the facilities. Live talking we have. We have video conferencing facility. So that's why we call this a shrinking word. As well as we are having very fast mode of communication also. That's why it is called a shrinking word. From a day you can travel from one part of the world to another part. Okay, and still we are working on this type of traveling device में जो भी आपके हैं traveling mode उसको और better बनाते चले जा रहे हैं. So we are started having jet engines and then the super jet engines and so on. So I'm not talking about those, rather I'm talking here communication technology. Communication technology में क्या है बेटा कि जो आपके devices हैं day by day develop होते चले जा रहे हैं. आज की device क्या है? मोबाइल, internet. Because of that we can communicate to anyone. Okay, still we are having TV also. In TV also we can have the live matches, live programs from any part of the world. Here it is comes here information and communication technology, ICT. This is a very common term used in today's world. ICT, and ICT stands for information and communication technology. When computers and communication technologies are combined, when computers and communication technologies are combined, the result is information and communication technology. अब आप सोच सकते हैं कि आखिर कंप्यूटर और कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी कैसे कंबाइन हुआ. अब आपके पास, जैसे मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूं कि सबसे पहले आपके पास टेलीफोन था. थ्रू टेलीफोन यू कैन ओनली टॉक, बट उसके बाद क्या आ गया? यू हैव अ मॉडर्न डिवाइस. Through that modem you can connect your computer to the telephone line. Once it is connected, that you get the facility of the broadband, etc., etc., etc. Understood? बेसिकली एक और बात आपको समझाऊं कि जो आपके वॉइस सिग्नल्स होती हैं या वीडियो होती हैं, ये क्या होती हैं? एनालॉग सिग्नल होती है. अंडरस्टूड व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग? दिस इज एनालॉग सिग्नल, बट computer works on the binary. We are having the digital computers. The digital computer works on binary, that is 0 and 1, so that it is converted from analog to digital and digital to analog. Someone has raised hand. I will just check. Wait for a minute. I will see who has raised hand. Yeah, I'm asking you to unmute. Swechha. Asking you to unmute. Please say something. Swechha, quick. Lower hand. Okay. So I'm muting you.
What, sir?
You say.
No, my network.
Your
My network connection is low.
Say quickly.
Yes, sir.
Swechha, either you lower hand because your voice is not coming to me. Lower your hand. Swechha. Okay. So I'll go ahead. Now we are talking of communication, how information and communication technology. When computer and communication technologies are combined, the result is information and communication technology, that is ICT. ICT is a general term that is kind. बेटा एक बात याद रखना, all of you pay attention. जो मैं सबसे important बात बताने जा रहा हूँ, Question answers we will do later on. Today I will just give you a discussion of the chapter, a general lecture. इसके लिए मुझे इस बुक की भी जरूरत नहीं है, बट मैं इससे ज्यादा नहीं चला जाऊं, इससे ज्यादा नहीं पढ़ाऊं. That's why I am holding book in my hand. You know me. So many years I am teaching computer science here and senior classes. So for me these are the very basic things which I am teaching you. But still I am following this book. अदरवाइज बोलने को तो मैं 1-2 घंटे तक ऐसे ही बोलता रहूंगा, ठीक है ना. मगर बाद में सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर जो आपके बुक में मार्क होंगे, ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन मार्क करा दूंगा, फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स भी मार्क कराएंगे, सब कुछ वर्क कराएंगे यहीं पर, ठीक है. तो उससे परेशान मत होना. So we are coming here. Communication technology, ICT is a general term that describes any technology that helps to produce, manipulate, store, communicate, and or disseminate information. ICT means computing with high-speed communication link carrying data, sound, and video. Examples of information and computing technology include not only personal computers but also the new forms of telephones, television applications, and various handheld devices. तो आपको याद समझा दिया था मैंने कि सिर्फ आपका टेलीफोन ही नहीं है, आज आपका मोबाइल है, आपके लैपटॉप्स है, आपके डेस्कटॉप्स है, आपके palm tops है. जिस palm top बेसिकली है क्या, जो palm इसमें आ सके, तो मोबाइल itself is a palm top device. Understood? Notebook you are having. So different types of devices you are having today. Information technology, IT is the study, designing, development, implementation, support of management of computer-based information system, particular software, application, and computer hardware. It deals with the use of electronic computers and computer software to convert, store, protect, process, transmit, and retrieve information securely. After that, they are giving you the definition of computer, which I have given in you 2-3 lines. That computer is an electronic with process data under with process data under control and gives you result. That's enough for the definition. But we'll read this also. Computer is an electronic device that can accept, store, and process data under the control of a set of instructions. The instruction called a program are stored in the computer when in use, so they can be executed automatically. अब मेरी बात समझिएगा, मैंने जो बेसिक डेफिनेशन दी है उसको संभाल के रखिए. अब मैं आपको 2 चीजें बता दूं. In computer side, when we use computer, when you go to market and purchase a computer, बहुत बेसिक बातें कर रहा हूँ बेटा, आप भी सोचोगे कि ये तो सब चीजें पहले सुन रखी है, मगर फिर भी मुझे पढ़ाना है इसको सिलेबस. When you go and purchase a computer from market, basically computer है, you see 3 parts in it, like you have a keyboard, you have a mouse, and you have see the word has changed now. The touch screens are there and all the devices are inbuilt in it. मैं उसकी बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं बेसिक बात कर रहा हूँ. We are having, we say that we are having a CPU, we are having a keyboard, and we are having a mouse. 3 things we say. All these 3 things are devices. When we say CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Actually ये एक यूनिट है जो आपके मेन जो कंप्यूटर दिख रहा है उसके अंदर होती है. कंप्यूटर में भी अब बहुत सारी वैरायटीज आ गए हैं, ऑल इन वन भी आ गया. डेस्कटॉप जब आप लेने जाते हैं तो ऑल इन वन है, सब कुछ उसी के अंदर है. मतलब कि आपको अलग से कुछ जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. ऑल इन वन, एक ही स्क्रीन है, उसी में CPU है, उसी के अंदर सारे रैम रोम एक्सेट्रा है. अंडरस्टूड? दैट इज ऑल इन वन डिवाइसेस. At present, I am teaching you all-in-one device. All-in-one device में किसी को कोई confusion हो रहा है? Normally हम जब डेस्कटॉप लेने जाते हैं तो क्या होता है कि एक आपको स्क्रीन दी जाती है, एक CPU दिया जाता है, कीबोर्ड दिया जाता है, माउस दिया जाता है. बट अभी जो चेंज है all-in-one device. All-in-one device means one that CPU you are calling that is including screen also, RAM, ROM, etc., everything. Then you have a keyboard and mouse. If you want, you can take that. Touch screen you are having, that's a different. Laptop you are having, laptop में all the keyboards, mouse, everything is included in that. Okay? So these are the hardware part. But आपको जो मैं समझाना चाह रहा हूँ, जब आप कंप्यूटर लेके आते हैं तो क्या ये ऑटोमेटिकली वर्क करना शुरू कर देता है? Your answer is no. क्यों? क्योंकि आप कहेंगे सर इसके अंदर कोई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम नहीं है, विंडोज नहीं है. आप ये नॉर्मली कहते हैं विंडोज है. हम विंडोज जरूरी नहीं है, आपका मैक भी हो सकता है. या कोई और ऑपरेटिंग लाइनेक्स भी हो सकता है, यूनिक्स हो सकता है, कोई भी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम हो सकता है। तो आपका आंसर होना चाहिए बिकॉज इट इज नॉट हैविंग एनी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सो दैट इट्स नॉट वर्किंग। तो फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट आपको सबसे पहले कंप्यूटर के लेने के बाद, हार्डवेयर लेने के बाद, द फर्स्ट थिंग यू हैव टू इंस्टॉल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम ऑन इट। एंड नॉर्मली इन इंडिया वी यूज Windows or Mac operating system. Those who are having Apple etc. they are having Mac, Macintosh operating system. तो Mac operating system होगा या आपका Windows होगा. Some people are maybe using Linux also. Okay, some may be using Ubuntu also. So अलग-अलग operating system use कर सकते हैं, वो question नहीं है. But thing is that you must have an operating system in your computer. Once the operating system is installed, that means computer will start working. जो इन्होंने कहा ना कि उसके बाद ऑटोमेटिकली वर्क करता है, तो जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शन है कंप्यूटर को चाहिए वो सारी चीजें आपके कंप्यूटर को मिल जाती हैं। ओके, अब ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का क्या होता है कि ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम मैनेजेस हार्डवेयर एज वेल एज सॉफ्टवेयर पार्ट्स। सॉफ्टवेयर क्या होते हैं? द इंस्ट्रक्शन गिवन बाय द user programmer, that's our software, and there are variety of software. Okay, system softwares and application softwares, so उसमें भी parts हैं, वो बाद में define करूँगा। So hopefully this point is clear to you. What is a computer? Computer is electronic, it works on control instruction. Instruction means software programs. Is it clear? कंप्यूटर बेसिकली एक हार्डवेयर है, वो हार्डवेयर तभी चलता है जब उसमें सॉफ्टवेयर डाला जाता है। तो पहला सॉफ्टवेयर होगा वो होगा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम। ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम भी अपने आप में सॉफ्टवेयर है, और सॉफ्टवेयर का नाम है विंडोज। ओके, और लाइनेक्स और यूनिक्स और उबुंटू या जो भी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम आप यूज कर रहे हैं। A computer appears to be far more intelligent and informed than human beings, but the fact is it cannot perform any task on its own. We need to give the computer instruction on exactly what it has to do. बोला ना जो मैंने कहा था कि ये अपने से कुछ नहीं करता है। We need to give the computer instruction on exactly what it has to do. मैं पहले ही बता चुका हूँ, ये जो अब बुक में लिखा हुआ है। If an unanticipated situation arises, computer will either produce wrong result. तो मैंने आपको बताया कि अगर इंस्ट्रक्शन गलत हो जाता है, मतलब a plus b की जगह हम a minus b कर देते हैं, एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल, तो इसका मतलब क्या है? आपको रिजल्ट गलत आ जाएगा, wrong result will come to you. If they do not have the potential to work out alternative solutions. अब यहाँ पर भी टेक्नोलॉजी में चेंज हो रहा है। जैसे ये बोल रहे हैं कि अल्टरनेटिव सॉल्यूशंस पे नहीं जाते, ऐसा नहीं है एग्जैक्टली। जब हम ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बनाते हैं, इन केस ऑफ सम प्रॉब्लम, आप देखिएगा कभी कभी विंडोज में जब कुछ फाइल करप्ट होती है, इनकाउंटर्ड सम एरर, इस तरह के मैसेज अपीयर हो जाते हैं, पॉपअप्स आते हैं। बिसाइड दैट ऐसा नहीं होता है कि बिल्कुल ही कंप्यूटर बंद हो जाता है। आप उस पॉपअप्स को बंद कर दीजिए, एक पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन वो नहीं चलेगा, पर स्टिल आपके जितने बेसिक चीजें हैं वो चलते रहते हैं। अब इसमें यहाँ पे एक डेफिनेशन है, अब इस बुक में है या नहीं मतलब मैं आपको बता दूं। यहाँ पे सॉफ्टवेयर टेक्नोलॉजी में एक टर्म आता है रोबस्टनेस, ROBUSTNES। A robust program is that which keep on working in spite of some error. मान लो कि विंडोज में कुछ एरर आ गई या कोई फाइल करप्ट हो गई, ऐसा नहीं है कि उसी समय विंडोज बंद हो जाएगा, या कोई डिवाइस उसके साथ अटैच नहीं चल रही है, या उसका कोई पर्टिकुलर सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं चल रहा है, तो आपका इसका ये मतलब नहीं विंडोज बंद हो जाएगा। एक और बात आपको बता दूं कि आप ये मत सोचना कि विंडोज सिर्फ एक फाइल का प्रोग्राम है, win.exe नाम की, ऐसा नहीं है। विंडोज जब चलता है तो उसके साथ बहुत सारी फाइल्स एक साथ वर्क करती हैं, लैक्स ऑफ फाइल्स, और जब आप इंस्टॉल करते हैं तो एक्चुअली ये सारी फाइल आपके हार्ड डिस्क पे स्टोर हो जाती हैं, और जो कोर फाइल होती है दैट इज win.exe सपोज, तो win.exe जो आप एक्टिविटीज करते हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंगली वो फाइल एक्टिवेट होती जाती है। समझ में आ रही बात? विंडोज सिर्फ वन फाइल का नाम नहीं है, रेदर थाउजेंड्स ऑफ फाइल्स का नाम है। ये सारा कलेक्शन है, कलेक्शन ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर है और उन सबको मिला के एक कंप्लीट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बनाया गया है। और ये सारी फाइल जब हम सेटअप चलाते हैं तो उस समय इंस्टॉल होती है। कॉपिंग ट्रांसफरिंग फाइल्स ऑन योर सिस्टम ये लिखा हुआ आता है जब आप सेटअप चलाते हैं। ओके, so I have given you the basic concept today, and in my next class I will teach you more on the characteristics of computer. Then we will go for the classification of computers and computer generations etc. तो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता करके मैं आपको आगे बढ़ाऊंगा। आज मैंने सिर्फ एक जनरल लेक्चर दिया है, दैट इज अबाउट कंप्यूटर्स एंड द इंफॉर्मेशन ICT, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, and I have given you some detail of what is computer and what is the software, what is an operating system, how a computer works. इससे ज़्यादा मैंने कुछ नहीं बताया है। So slowly I will go for this chapter again in my next class, and once the chapter is completed, I will give you complete question answers as well as fill in the blanks भी करवा दूंगा यहीं पर। तो आपको कहीं और कुछ नहीं करना है। So take care of yourself. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Please don't log out just now because we have to take attendance also. Just wait for a few minutes. Bye, beta. Take care. But wait here.